guys, welcome and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Monica Nantongo, and today I want us to talk about how we bring generational curses upon ourselves. Yes, many of us are praying and breaking generational curses, and we are always putting it on other people, yet it's not the altars, it's not other people, but it's us who are bringing those generational curses upon our lives. So today, let's dive into how we bring the generational curses about ourselves. But what are generational curses? These are the patterns that are in our families. Just like you hear a curse is never something good, but this is generational. Like it's from one generation to another. For example, it happened to your great grandparents, and then it happened to your great grandparents, and then your parents, and then it's as if it's following you. Yes, but this time we are not going to talk about what like the generational curses that were brought upon us by other people or by our ancestors. Today we are going to talk about how we ourselves will bring them into our lives. And my first point is disobedience and ignoring God's voice and ignoring God. For example, God can tell you, do not go into that relationship. But then you're like, no, but I love this person. To sleep around, you started fornicating, and here you have not only these sexually transmitted diseases, but you can also get other STDs, the ones that are called sexually transmitted demons. Yes. For example, now you're having a spiritual spouse, something comes in the night and it has sex with you, like you're in pain, you don't know what to do, you cannot even talk to anyone because you're so afraid, but yet you brought this upon yourself. Or maybe in your family, people always get married, and they're happily married, but then for you, you get into this relationship, you're not married to this guy, and then you start cohabiting. Years later he leaves you, you become a single mother. You get, so disobedience can lead to that. King Saul did not lose his kingship because a witch bewitched him, or because a certain altar was raised up against him. No, but it was because of disobedience, and that made God to turn away his face from him. So disobedience is something that can make you bring generational curses into your life. My other point is repeating toxic patterns. For example, if at all you saw in your family, you saw dysfunction, for example, domestic violence, you saw anger, like the banging of doors, the throwing of televisions, you bring that into your marriage or your relationships or your friendships or your work, and then for you, like, that's how I am, that's my nature. No, that's not your nature. No one was born to bang doors, no one was born to be a violent person. No. And so you're repeating these patterns, the ones that you saw, you're repeating them, and the toxic patterns, you're repeating them, and you're bringing them into your marriage. You want to parent your children the way you were parented. But you're supposed to say, this ends with me, not to continue that toxic pattern, because it's not only going to affect you, it's going to affect your children too, because you're repeating the same thing that you saw, and your children are seeing it, and they'll do the same thing, and then your grandchildren will do the same. Like, it is going to continue, and that's how it becomes a generational curse. So it's you to say, this ends with me, and you make a change. You decide to heal. You go to God. You pray to God. You go for deliverance. You pray, like, you become intentional in order for you not to repeat the same toxic patterns that you saw. My other point on how we bring generational curses upon ourselves or into our lives is by holding limiting beliefs. For example, you always had in your family. This for us, we don't get married. For us, we don't do this. For us, when you reach a certain time, if at all you're rich, when you reach a certain age, all your riches go away. When you reach a certain age, all the people in your family die. When like you take this up, you take those notions upon your life, and you guys, generational curses, they just don't live in families, but they live in mindsets. So if at all your mindset is, me, I cannot get a job that can give me 10 million a month, 10 millions a month. Like, how is that even possible? No. In our family, we do this and this. In our family, when you get married, you just give birth to your child and then you go away. Like, there is no love, you know? No one can succeed beyond this. No one can go to school and finish school, university. You get it? So you continue holding those beliefs in your mindset, and these beliefs continue to limit you, not knowing that you're actually bringing a generational curse upon your life. But when you decide to change your mindset and you say, no, okay, that happened to them because that's how their mindset was. But as for me, it is going to be different. My case is different. I believe God that my case is different. I'm going to do everything possible for me to be different. Like, I'm going to build generational wealth, not just wealth. And of course, it's not easy as when you're a pioneer of wealth, or you're a pioneer of anything, like for example a good marriage. It's never easy because all these people, your family members, they're waiting for you to fail. But when you have the word of God in you, it can give you courage, and you continue believing God that He will take you there. You will actually get what you want. And God gives it to you because He has seen your heart, because He has seen that you're faithful. He has seen you want to make a difference. Because guys, we are gods on this earth. But that's what the Bible tells us. But some people die as ordinary men. So if at all I'm a god on this earth, my case has to be different. As a god, I can command things that are not as though they were, and they can come to pass if at all I have faith. Because faith is the confidence of things hoped for, the substance of things that we do not see. So if at all I have that faith that I'll get what I want, I will. Okay? So guys, you must unlearn the lies to receive the promise. Unlearn those lies, unlearn those limitations, and God will lift you up. Okay? So let's do everything possible for us not to bring generational curses upon our lives. Thank you guys. Bye bye. Please like, comment, and share and subscribe. Thank you.